Have you ever looked at your bedroom floor and realized it was completely covered in toys? When you see a pile of blocks stretching up to your knees, it feels so big you might just want to walk away. Feeling stuck like that isn't a mistake. It just means that giant pile in front of you needs a totally different way of inking. Think about a thirsty crow out on a hot, dry day. The sun is bright, and the bird is looking everywhere for a single drop of water. Suddenly, he finds a tall clay jar sitting in the dirt. It looks like exactly what he needs. But there is a problem. When he looks inside, the water is way down at the very bottom, and his beak is too short to reach it. The bird's problem is just like that giant pile of toys. He can see what he wants, but the path to get there feels blocked. The crow tries to solve it all at once. He pushes against the side of the jar with all his strength, trying to knock it over. When that doesn't work, he tries to peck at the jar, hoping to break the thick clay walls. But neither of these works. The jar is just too heavy and too strong for him to move or break. Tired and out of breath, the crow stops pushing. He takes a second to slow down and look at the ground around him. When trying to finish a job all at once doesn't work, we have to stop forcing it and look for a new tool. On the ground, the bird spots a bunch of small, ordinary pebbles. He hops over, picks up one single stone in his beak, and drops it into the jar. This shows what is happening inside. When that first stone hits the bottom, the water barely moves. You might think he's wasting time, but he drops another stone, and another. Slowly, it works. Each rock takes up space, pushing the water higher. Even though one stone didn't seem like much, all those tiny steps together are doing something huge.
Finally, after the bird drops in one more small stone, the water reaches the very top of the clay jar. The bird leans in and takes a long, cool drink. He did it. He didn't need to be a giant to move the jar. He just had to break a big job into small, stone-sized steps. You can use this same trick whenever a chore at home or a project at school feels way too big to finish. Think of your messy room like that jar of water. Instead of trying to clean the whole floor at once, just pick up one block. That block is your first pebble. You are doing the exact same thing as the bird, using one small action to reach a big goal. Just like the water in the jar, the floor of your room will start to show through, even if it happens slowly at first. You have to be patient, because small steps don't always look like much until you've done a lot of them. If you have the will to keep going, you can finish any job, one small pebble at a time.